Reason for John Barnes to change the Celtic team, which knocked 6 goals past Aberdeen last Saturday, is Stefan Mahe's suspension. His absence opens the door to Reggie Blinker. Blinker comes into a Celtic side which has returned to top form, with Paul Lambert stabilising the midfield, Morten Vikhorst back to his best, and Mark Viduka pressing his claims to be Player of the Year. The darling of the Celtic supporters is Lubo Moravcik, who's scored 3 times in the last 2 games. The club hope the 34-year-old Slovakian stays for another season. Dundee United reckon they've still to see the best of Portuguese striker Joaquim Ferraz. His derby winner as a sub last Sunday sees him promoted to the starting lineup. His inclusion is one of 5 changes to the United side. Jan Teleznikov and Hugh Davidson are injured. David Hanna's suspended. Stephen McConnellag and Tony Smith dropped to the bench. Here's Paul Sturrock's lineup. Newly arrived Frenchman Antoine Prégier makes his first appearance for the Tannerais team. 19-year-old Tassos Venitis from Greece is a starter too. David Worrell comes in, Magnus Skogmark as well, and it's the tall twosome of Ferraz and Stephen Thompson up front. Taking charge of Celtic against Dundee United is Jim McCluskey. Dundee United get the match started, having lost only once in their last 6 games, but they'll need to play well here. Ferraz, last weekend's match winner in the Tayside derby. United facing a Celtic side who look to be getting back to some form, having recovered from the loss of Henrik Larsson. Here's a big reason for their recovery. Mark Viduka, the back heel finding McNamara. Onto the ball, Lubo Moravcik. Lively start from Celtic, Berkovic involved. And Viduka again. Aberdeen found him almost impossible to get to last weekend. Into the box goes Berkovic. The return from Vikhorst, and close to an own goal of Jason DeVos. What it is a corner kick for Celtic inside the first 60 seconds. And immediately the threat from the Israeli Berkovic. And as he played the ball in, it came off DeVos. And Alan Combe was scrambling to try to stop it going behind. The Moravcik corner kick, headed clear. Gets a second chance. Onto the right foot. And the header from Alan Stubbs. Couldn't keep it down. But that's an impressive start from Celtic. Immediately the pressure on. And Craig Easton beaten all ends up there by Moravcik's run to the byline. Long ball from Pasquale. Stephen Thompson ends up on the deck, and Alan Stubbs has the ball. One-two between McNamara and Lambert. Chance to create something. Good turn from Moravcik. And that's a lovely curling effort, and not far away. The 1-2 between Lambert and McNamara. And that allowed Jackie McNamara to find Lubo Moravcik. He got away from DeVos, and that was curling dangerously close to the post of Alan Combe. Stephen Thompson against Johan Mjalby. He's got beyond him. In comes Magnus Skogmark. Beaten away by Jonathan Gould. The first real threat in attack from Dundee United. And it was down to that darting run from Thompson. He got to the byline and put the ball back for Magnus Skogmark. He made a good far post run, wasn't picked up, and this was impressive from Thompson. Mjalby stumbled, beaten for pace. And the Skogmark effort knocked away by Gould. David Partridge was strong, but he's given the ball away, and that's a blatant push on Alan Stubbs. Words of warning from Jim McCluskey. Not too much doubt about that one. Moravcik, lovely pass from Mark Viduka. And well stopped by Alan Combe. The run was well timed from Viduka. The pass was well judged. And it was Alan Combe who stopped United going one down very quickly off his line. Here's the corner kick. Moravcik. Alan Stubbs at the back post. One bounce and into the hands of Combe. Tabbili's interception. Mialbi to McNamara. Craig Easton loses out. That's a lovely ball from Vicost. Moravcik trying to turn inside Pasquale, and the Frenchman did well. This was a good interception from Bernard Pasquale, who was under pressure against Moravcik, got the left foot to it, and clear. Paul Lambert trying to orchestrate things in the midfield, but Moravcik has lost it and hangs his head in despair. Easton to Skoldmark. Worrell appears alongside. That's for Ferraz. Now it's Worrell. Venites and Worrell. Cleared by McNamara, only as far as Skoldmark. This is about the best we've seen from Dundee United. And Ferraz scores. Peeled off his marker, picked up by Craig Easton's chip into the box. And Dundee United are ahead. A stunned silence around Celtic Park. Easton lofted the ball in. Ferraz got away from Tabili. Celtic will wonder about the marking here. There was time for him to loop a header over Jonathan Gould. And United, who beat Celtic at Tannadice 4 months ago in John Barnes' third SPL match, are ahead of Celtic again. Dundee United has bad vibes for John Barnes, remembers that Tannadice defeat very well, and Celtic have to come from behind here now. That's a foul against Craig Easton for pulling Burchill to the ground as the Celtic midfielder zoomed past. That's for Viduka. Trying to get turned, and that's a penalty kick against Jason DeVos. Penalty given. Jason DeVos very quickly had something to say about this. It was lovely ability from Mark Viduka. It certainly looked like a trip. Was there contact? That will be a talking point, no doubt, afterwards. But meantime, Viduka with the chance to make it 1-1. He's missed it. The chance for Viduka's 18th goal of the season isn't taken. Back off the inside of the post. And Alan Combe felt happy as he looked along and saw the ball spinning to safety. 1 against 2 for Stephen Thompson. Trying to tear between Tabili and Mialbi. And almost made it. Burkovic, cut out by Partridge. It was good play from DeVos. He was under a fair bit of pressure. Easton rolls it back to Combe. Poor kick out. But Jackie McNamara couldn't control it. It's given away by Thompson. McNamara through Burkovic. And now Moravcik. What a good touch that was from Bernard Pasquale, and again. And finally, David Worrell turns the ball out of play. So important, the intervention there. Reggie Blinker tries to keep the pressure on. Now Lambert. Morten Vikhorst. Offside flag is up. Not too much going right at the moment for Mark Viduka. There's Qual's clearance. Back it goes to the Bulgarian. Viduka's layoff to Lambert. Foul given against Tassos Venetis, the young Greek, for catching the leg of Lambert. Alan Combe banging his studs off the post to try to get the attention of the defenders in front of him. It's Moravcik! And so close to the equaliser. Brilliant effort again from Moravcik. It was curling and it was dipping, and it was inches away from 1-1. Dundee United tried to recover. Forward from Venetis. Petrov leaves it to Lambert. Took his eye off the ball. Relieved of possession by Thompson. Venetis has lost out. Petrov. In went Blinker challenging for possession, in went Worrell as well. And again Jim McCluskey lets the game flow. Good play from Ferraz. And a stinging shot too, which sadly for him was straight at Jonathan Gould. Again, the menace of the Portuguese striker shown. Wants to see more from him. He's certainly got the ability. Moravcik turns away from Venetis. Into the stride of Mark Viduka. Turns back from Jason DeVos. And the chance is lost. Turned that back in the direction of Jackie McNamara. But he knows he could have done better there. Viduka twisting away from Jason DeVos and trying to turn the ball into the stride of McNamara, but it's well off target. Lambert with nothing much happening up ahead of him. And that's the final action of the first half. And a stony silence around Celtic Park. Joachim Ferraz, who got the winner in the Tayside derby last Sunday with the only goal of this match so far. And for Celtic, echoes of August 15 when they lost to Dundee United at Tannadice. Mark Viduka's penalty kick coming back off the inside of the post. And Celtic 1 down at the interval. Dundee United had precious few attacks, but this one was certainly decisive. Easton lofted the ball into the box. Ferraz escaped the clutches of Tibili, poor marking, and the header dropped over the head of Jonathan Gould, and Dundee United 1 up. Celtic had the chance to equalise when Jason DeVos was penalised. It looked a dubious decision, penalty given though, and Mark Viduka fired a shot off the inside of the post. And following that, there was another close thing for Dundee United, this time following a free kick. A great effort from Lubo Moravcik, down off the underside of the crossbar and away to safety. And at half-time at Celtic Park, Celtic losing 1-0 to Dundee United. The second Old Firm game of the season is just 8 days away, and Celtic certainly don't want to slip up here and give Rangers the opportunity to move 4 points clear with 2 games in hand. They'll need to do a lot better than they did in the first half against Dundee United. Not looking as fluid and fluent as they've looked in the last couple of matches. But in fairness, they have come pretty close to getting the equaliser. Twice striking the frame of the goal, first from Viduka, then from Moravcik. But Dundee United have turned in a pretty impressive showing so far. Debili, good pass. Burchill. Moravcik through for Reggie Blinker. And that's 1-1. Less than 2 minutes gone in the second half. Celtic back on level terms. He scored in the mauling of Aberdeen last weekend at Pittodrie, but this one from Blinker much more important, much more significant. And immediately as the second half gets underway, Celtic are back level. Very composed was Blinker in front of goal, waited his moment, Combe committed himself, and then Blinker just flipped the ball with the outside of his left foot over the keeper. Lovely pass from Moravcik, which took out Craig Easton, and then Blinker applied the finishing touch for his third goal of the season. John Barnes obviously looking for a whole lot more from his team, but that certainly helps. Petrov to Mjällby. Came off Mark Viduka, didn't know too much about it. Lambert trying to forage his way through. Foul given against Venitis. Blinker, first time for Moravcik. Petrov. McNamara to Lambert. Dived in, did Preje, missed it completely. McNamara's cross. Moravcik's header! And it's Mark Viduka! And it's 2-1. 2 goals in 3 minutes turns the game on its head. And a big mistake here by Antoine Preje, the Frenchman. Dived in. That allowed Jackie McNamara to look up, measure the cross. Moravcik was there at the back post, and Mark Viduka was there for the finish. His 18th goal of the season. And the goal that makes it 2-1. Moravcik, the set-up man, and Alan Combe had no chance as Viduka flung himself at the opportunity from close in, and he wasn't going to miss this one. Easton under pressure. He's lost the ball to Mark Viduka, and Viduka takes a fair bit of shifting. The Viduka masterclass. Partridge was desperate to let it run. Mark Viduka wasn't having it. Lambert. Moravcik. Cut out by Pasquale. It was heading for Burchill. Petrov tenacious in the midfield. And now Blinker trying to weave his way through. A lot more purpose about Celtic here. Lambert for Viduka. Miraculous how he held on to that. McNamara driven in. And so close to another goal for Celtic. Brave goalkeeping from Alan Combe. Diving at the feet of Paul Lambert after another very impressive build-up. Right into the heart of the danger area from McNamara. And the goalkeeper did well. And Petrov's effort blocked. McNamara, no way through. David Partridge didn't know too much about it, but it was an important block. And for a few seconds, he didn't know where he was. Eyal Burchill. Jackie McNamara deflected the return pass. Worrell up for Thompson. Tabili won it. Great skills. A 1-2 with Burchill. The Celtic supporters love watching it. Blinker into the feet of Mark Viduka. Almost for Blinker. Moravcik tries again. Didn't see Magnus Skoldmark. Straight to his feet. Good challenge by Mjällby on Thompson. Celtic on the move again. It's a good run from Petrov on the end of the pass from Burchill, and trying to chip Alan Combe. Too much elevation on it. Tabili, Burchill, first time pass for Viduka. It's Moravcik with number 3. Perfectly timed run into the box. Wonderful finish. And now 4 goals in 3 games for the Slovakian. 3-1 Celtic. 16 minutes gone in the second half. And another move to admire. Mark Viduka waited for Moravcik to appear. It was right into his stride. And a clinical finish right in at the post. Alan Combe didn't have a chance of keeping this out. And Dundee United, having scored the only goal of the first half, have now conceded 3 in the first 16 minutes of the second half. Lambert to Viduka. Again a problem for De Vos. And the shot from Stubbs blocked by Pasquale. Tried to pass it into the net, Alan Stubbs. And that was a real chance to stretch the lead. Again, excellent stuff from Viduka. And Stubbs might well have scored his first goal of the season. Blinker gets himself involved. Tabili. Back from Viduka to Burchill. Viduka again. Lovely little pass. And the chance not taken by Lubo Moravcik. This would have been some goal had it gone in. Another free-flowing build-up. Delicate little touch from Viduka. And Moravcik tried to guide that into the top corner. Celtic now on the move again. Moravcik to Burchill. Still in, Petrov has made a good run. Found by Burchill. Good save, Alan Combe. There's a good long run made by the Bulgarian. He was well found by Eyal Burchill, outside of the right foot, threaded through, perfectly paced. Good stop by the Dundee United goalkeeper. The Moravcik corner kick off Prege. Tabili's header. Gives Moravcik another opportunity. Stubbs lays it back for Lambert. McNamara. Burchill. Viduka. Burchill again, teasing Dundee United. In comes Alan Stubbs. Combs lost it, it's off the post. And back into the arms of the goalkeeper. How did that stay out? Never was a goalkeeper so relieved to see the ball bouncing back into his hands after he lost the Stubbs effort. Viduka was in on the rebound and off the post into the arms. Lambert to Burchill, through for Burchill. Burchill again, superbly balanced, lovely change of direction. It's Viduka, and it's straight at Alan Combe. The skills of Ayal Burchill fashioning this opportunity, and Burchill might well have been available for Viduka had he not chosen to shoot. Viduka cropping up in a very deep position, now pushing forward. Bobby Petta finds its way through to Burchill. Now Viduka, good save by Alan Combe, and cleared by Jason DeVos. More than once Celtic have been denied by the goalkeeping of Combe, and again he was alive to what was happening here as Burchill put in Viduka for yet another chance. Petta for Viduka. Burchill through, well-timed run by Mark Burchill. Saved by Combe, but Burchill will score. That's 4-1. Not the regular starter, Mark Burchill, but he certainly gets his quota of goals. That's his 4th of the season, and he started only 6 times. The through ball from Burchill. Burchill thwarted at the first attempt by Combe, but he was persistent enough to tuck away the rebound. As the ball flew up in the air, Pasquale tried to get back, but Burchill was sharp to it and tucked the ball away for 4-1 on the 90th minute. Burchill deflected, but Alan Combe read what was happening. David Partridge. Alan Stubbs has things under control. And another pinpoint pass. Burchill. Back from Burchill. Viduka. Offside. That's full time, and another virtuoso performance from Mark Viduka in Celtic's 4-1 victory. What a turnaround it's been. 1 down at half-time Celtic. Mark Viduka applauds the home support, and they will be returning the compliment, and they will hope that Celtic can hold on to a player who is rapidly emerging as a prize asset here. He's grown to the challenge of taking over responsibility up front from Henrik Larsson, and Viduka scored the second goal as Celtic recovered from their half-time reverse. Reggie Blinker got the first, Lubo Moravcik got number 3, and Mark Burchill put the icing on the cake after they trailed Dundee United to Joachim Ferraz's opening goal.